Today we are gonna expose the most compelling headlines from the wrestling world. First, let's look at Ronda Rousey furious at WWE after major loss at WrestleMania 38, ready to quit. Ronda Rousey faced Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 38. In an upset, the baddest woman on the planet lost her match for the SmackDown Women's title. Rousey wasn't happy with WWE nixing plans of her going on last on WrestleMania SmackDown. Rousey was furious and walked out before the Hall of Fame ceremony started. Charlotte Flair had to defend her SmackDown Women's Championship against Rousey after she won the Women's Rumble match 2022 and chose to face the Queen. While Rousey was expected to win, WWE went with Flair as the winner. As per Brian Alvarez of the Wrestling Observer, Ronda Rousey was furious ahead of WrestleMania 38. She wasn't happy she didn't main event SmackDown and walked out. She wasn't present for the WWE Hall of Fame ceremony either. She discovered she was no longer scheduled to go on last on Friday, and, in a shocking development, walked out of Friday's taping before the Hall of Fame ceremony unfolded. Clearly, cooler heads did indeed prevail. She did the job to Charlotte Flair via ref bump shenanigans in a match Ric Flair has described as the greatest women's match ever. It was speculated that Rousey chose Charlotte so she could have a big match against Becky Lynch next year. With the recent troubles faced by Rousey since her WWE return, her fate is uncertain. No doubt, she's one of the biggest names in the company, and WWE would like to keep her happy. WWE initially planned for Rousey and Flair to main event WrestleMania said but changed the plan to Stone Cold's return as the show got closer. Allegedly, WWE didn't inform the former UFC champion of this decision. Vince McMahon's reaction to Cody Rhodes re-signing with WWE. Cody Rhodes has opened up about his initial discussions with Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard about re-signing with WWE. Both men flew in to meet the American Nightmare and had a fruitful conversation. Cody Rhodes left WWE in 2016, ending his decade-long run with Vince McMahon's company. He came through the ranks before going on to feature on the main roster, winning the Intercontinental title and tag team titles. Rhodes said he left the company on bad terms and felt he would have been pleased even if he hadn't gotten re-signed by WWE. One of the most special parts of it was Bruce and the chairman himself flew down to meet me. Had that meeting not led to anything, had it just been a conversation about wrestling, sports entertainment, so fun, just a conversation on that, it would have been great closure on the last loop. I left here on the worst of terms. I talked all the smack on earth, but none of it mattered, said Cody. Rhodes said that the conversation with McMahon was closure on the first loop, him leaving the company on bad terms. He felt vindicated when the WWE chairman told him that they were interested in his AEW gimmick, which Rhodes had crafted carefully after leaving WWE. It felt good. You spend all the time trying to prove the people wrong who doubted you and prove people right who were on board with you. In that moment, it was closure on the first loop and excitement for what's next. It's pretty clear what I came to do. Pretty clear. There is unfinished business. For my family, there is something we never got, and I want to be the one to get it, Rhodes added. Cody Rhodes has confirmed that he will be on the Raw after WrestleMania, where he has vowed to address the fans and make his intentions clear. Rhodes, in his first interview after rejoining WWE, has stated in no uncertain terms that he wants to win the world title, which neither his father, the great Dusty Rhodes, nor his brother Dustin Rhodes won in the company. The American Nightmare's appearance on the Raw after WrestleMania will be the first time he will be on the brand in 6 years. Fans are eagerly waiting to hear what